Smiling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the post-show video wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank podcast. I'm Rich Jensen, along with my co-host David Sims, and our special guest today, Alese Stroud of Corporate Insight Strategies. Had a wonderful time learning from her, took a lot of notes that we're going to implement, hopefully, implement ourselves. But every week on the post-show wrap-up video, we like to bring you the maybe top 2, 3, or 4 insights that we gleaned in talking with our special guest. And we just completed a great show with Alese. You can always watch the video at YouTube on our YouTube channel. You're probably watching it right now on our website, but the YouTube channel has all of our videos. Be sure to go there. And to catch the full podcast, go to arkansas.shrimptankpodcast.com. So, Alese, great time. David, I know you had one question you really
wanted to highlight. Alese, you talked about a new venture called Vordelon. And I want you to describe for our viewers what that name means and how Corporate Insight Strategy, the trademarked suite of tools you have to determine transition readiness for a company, for your clients, what you're doing with that new venture. Sounds like a fantastic opportunity for you and for many, many businesses here.
Well, thank you. So we've been talking at great length about the silver tsunami and working with clients just to use our suite of products. And we finally drank our own Kool-Aid and decided it was time to help clients with the whole transition life cycle from when they start getting ready to exit through the actual transaction itself, and then to help the company be successful post-exit. Mm-hmm. So we decided to license our product out to a new company that will handle those transactions, and the name for that new company is Vordelon. Mm-hmm. So it's a fun aeronautical term that is a combination of vortex and pylon, and it's a real thing. You find them on the front. They're little metal pieces you find on the front edge of a swept-back airplane wing. And its job in life is to create turbulence in a specific way that prevents a stall. And we thought that had a lot of relevance to our company, so we create the right kind of turbulence to keep them from failing in transition.
In the transition, Great metaphor, great word. Yeah, I love it.
You also talked and share with our viewers about non-financial risk factors when a company is getting ready to transition, maybe sell out or merge, and everyone looks at the numbers.
Right.
But what they really should be looking at is those non-financial risk factors, right?
Absolutely,
share with our viewers about that.
So the non-financial risk factors are really the leading indicators of activities within the companies, that structural, how you get business done element that contributes to the numbers. And that's where the risks really lie. Mm-hmm. Are you doing your marketing well? Is all of that repeatable? Are your HR documents in order? We had a client once who did a transaction, and they, as a standard practice, they fired everybody out of the old company and set to rehire them in the new company on the following Monday. And as it turns out, a good 50% of the executive team was not legal to work in the U.S.
Oh, my goodness.
And because they had not kept their HR documents current. So so you can see why that's a risk factor.
Yeah, major risk factor. Whoops.
And the interesting thing about it is when we talked, you said, really, everyone wants to look at the numbers, but the thing that produces the numbers is all these other non-risk factors, these operational issues. And so really the numbers are the end result of everything else, and you better have everything else ready to transition.
Exactly.
It's really the people. I mean, it's what you do is really help people assess what's happening with actual humans. You know, the stewardship responsibilities of those relationships.
Right.
Yeah. Well, one of the other things, our millennial producer, Gordon Jensen, asked you a killer question, and your answer was fantastic, and we really want you to answer that. He asked you basically, when you're getting ready to transition, you had talked about many of these silver tsunami baby boomers are transitioning companies to millennials.
Right.
And so Gordon asked you the question of, what are the most common mistakes you see or problems that you see that happen in that process? And your answer was great.
Well, thank you. So the biggest problem I see in these handoffs between generations is the fact that people from both generations don't fully understand and respect the other. Mm-hmm. The baby boomers tend to think that the millennials don't know all that much and can't possibly do a good job, when in fact these young people have a wealth of really good ideas and a broad range of knowledge, and they cut their baby teeth on technology. So they respect that in a different way
Yeah.
from what most baby boomers do.
Yeah, I like the way you phrased it. You said they discount each other. They're kind
Yeah.
of discounting each other's point of view. The younger might discount the experience and the knowledge that comes from having made a lot of mistakes. From
Right.
an older person. Older person says, you haven't done enough. You haven't seen what I've seen. Therefore, your point of view can't matter.
Exactly.
And they're both
Right.
wrong.
And it's deadly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Elise, we want to thank you so much for coming on the podcast
thank
today.
you.
We encourage all of you to go to the Arkansas.Shrimp Tank podcast, listen to the entire podcast. You won't be considered a waste of time. It'll be time well spent. Elise, if someone wanted to get a hold of CIS or you, what would be the best way to get more information about the company or contact you?
Well, thank you for that. The best way is to reach me via email, and my email address is ajs@cistrategy.com.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Hey, next week we'll have another special guest, a young entrepreneur, Paul Kroger of Granite Transformations. You won't want to miss it, especially if you're a young entrepreneur yourself and getting started. I think Paul's been in business about 3 or 4 years now. So you want to check back in for that. Until then, have a very safe week. And remember, to become a shark, we all typically start out as shrimp.